flex. Flex, the livest one in the section. If it's the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Monkey Tuesday! Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. It is time to bleed. True Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Coming to you live, April 7th. Year's going fast, right? On this Monkey Tuesday. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Come on in, smash the like button. Hype the video. Share the video. Let's drain Miguel of all of his resources. You know what Miguel is? Miguel is the fluffer. Well, he wants to be the fluffer for real, but don't send me. Send the person that birthed you. You know what a fluffer is? Y'all know what a fluffer is? In between scenes, before the male loses his, thing, you send the fluff girl to maintain him so he can finish the rest of the scene with the real product. So Miguel wants to be the fluffer. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Miguel for the resources. You know, you share this video, you get some views, you know what I'm saying? Get some AdSense bread out of this, and we take our real talents over to Rumble. So Miguel could fluff us for, Miguel's mom could fluff us for about 30 minutes, then we're going to head over to Rumble. But in the meantime, like the video, hype the video, share the video. Helps with the algorithm. And we take the gloves off over on Rumble. So let's do this roll call. Y'all, Big G. G McCall, Mr. Tiptoe, my brother One Deep in the building. Anwar Willis, K-Rod over there on Rumble. Miss Van Houder, good morning, ma'am. Brown Sniper, legendary over there on Rumble already. Dion next up, salute. 704 Joe, Jalen Hudson, Coach of Truth Tellers. Go follow Coach on Rumble too. Did an excellent job calling that fight, brother. Salute. Jalen Hudson, Rod Neal Houston on deck. Jalen also over there on Rumble. Dill Spooley, David Scott III, my brother. What's good? Killer Fields, salute, Queen. How are you? The Real Shelton. Oh, yeah, you already know. We're going to hit that scumbo shuffle a few times. Paul out Sniper already over there on Rumble. Jose, yeah, I heard about that. You know, these dudes can't stay out of trouble. I don't know what's going on. I heard Offset got blicked at somewhere in Miami at a casino. You know, knuckle draggers just can't have nothing. Because I bet no one else shot him but another person that looked like him. So, you know, I'm like sick of it. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Cold Water over there on Rumble. Charlene over there on Rumble. It's good. Stormy B-Man in the building. Snoop, Rumble. Electric, Rumble. $1 Trillion Dreams over there on Rumble. Marcus Banks over there. Well, he here, but he gonna be over there soon. Win, salute over there. Rumble. Philip D. Redden in the mother effing building. Thank you for that email, brother. Just to keep y'all updated. They're not gonna do nothing about that referee in the UK. They're satisfied with the job he did, and they were unsuccessful in the robbery of Deontay. So F them very much. This is why I don't like black American fighters going over there. I didn't like it when Errol went over there and broke up Kell Brooks' face. I didn't like it. Errol had to go over there and win, because when you American fighter going over there to fight anything over there, you're already down 3 rounds. You know, you would think you're fighting Canelo. You know, as soon as you sign to fight Canelo, you're down 3 rounds. You got to dig your way out of a hole. As soon as you sign a contract, you agree to be down 3 or 4 rounds. You know what I mean? So they ain't gonna do nothing about them. So they're cheaters over there. So that's what it is. You know, you got Moses Atuma over there smelling like a a bull and the ox hybrid. It's crazy. Jermaine Franklin said he cheated, and I believe him. You know, I don't trust anybody. And I shared a video this morning. Mozzie Van Hout is next up. Mozzie Van Hout, are we looking for the next great American heavyweight? Mozzie Van Hout is next up. Let's rally behind that young king. Let's get it. He's next up. I don't care what anyone else is saying. Main biker, my brother, salute. Kai World in the building. There you go. Welcome down, Van Hout, Mr. Van Hout, salute. That's right, we outside. Naquan over there, salute. What's going on? Phoenix March, my brother. What's good? All right, so let's get to the topic of this Monkey Tuesday. Y'all see the meme. My memes tell stories. We're going to discuss Floyd Mayweather's big lip legacy. Let me ask y'all a question. What has he left? What state, Lamar, what up? What state did Floyd leave boxing in? Jazzy Soul, salute. Yeah, right in our face. Right in our face. Derek Chisora was ready to go at least twice in that fight, and the ref should have DQ'd him at least twice in the fight. I mean, this madness. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to see any American fighter go over there to do anything. I don't want them to go over there to have fish and chips. It's not even seasoned properly, but whatever, man. But let's talk about Floyd Money Mayweather. What has he done for boxing for real? You know, when I talk about fighters, you know, not only is it a pleasure seeing them do well for themselves, but I always ask, how did they leave the sport of boxing? How did they impact it? And hopefully it's positive, hopefully. What state of boxing did Floyd leave it in? I mean, come on. Was it a good state or a bad state? Let's talk about the good. For about a decade, boxing revolved around him. I guess that's good, right? That's good. You know, he was the first guy at welterweight in the lighter weight classes, you know, I want to say since, I'm talking about American. I guess they rallied behind Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, Olympian and stuff like that. You know what him and Sugar Ray, I believe, have in common? And I want y'all to lean in very close, and I want you to understand what I'm about to say. You know what I think him and Sugar Ray have in common? It's just that Sugar Ray was honest about it. Did y'all read Sugar Ray's book? I didn't read it all. Thomas, what up? Y'all know Sugar Ray Leonard was molested, right? Not as a child. When he was an Olympian, one of those trainers touched on him, bro. One of those trainers touched on him, bro. Read it, look it up. I was like, what the fuck? He was like, basically, he was a kid, but he was an adult. You gotta be kidding me. Y'all remember when I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm not laughing, Brother Reef, salute. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's uncomfortable to discuss. Philip, you read it, right? Am I off on that? Abdul, what up? Am I off on that, Philip D? I was like, wait a minute, what? One of those trainers touched on him, man. Y'all don't remember when Rachel Donaire was on the panel? Nah, Rod, let the jokes fly. Because these dudes, everyone on the screen is relentless with it. You're relentless with it. So let it fly. I don't care. Let it fly. Thank you, Philip D. Because I know I heard that and I said, wait a minute, what? That boy got that grown man, he got felt on? That's crazy. I remember when Rachel Donaire was on the panel. She says it's amazing what happens when you're talking to these guys that fight to get on undercards and they get a little drink on them and they start revealing stuff at the bar about things that they had to do just to get on the fight card. Favors for flavors type thing. That casting couch isn't exclusive to women, y'all. So when I get on here, am I really joking about the pillow biters running around the industry? I've been around them. And I did security. I've been around them, like with the rappers and stuff. I've been around those dudes. I've seen some stuff. Yo, that Diddy stuff, y'all late. I've been knowing he was a quote unquote weirdo for a long time. In the 90s, I used to, the girls would be like, hey man, how's this guy? How's that guy? I'm like, yo, listen. They tore the performance up, but your favorite rapper gay. Shut up, you just jealous. The term hater wasn't around in the 90s. I'm like, what am I jealous for? I just did security. I got paid well. I was just trying to buy books for school books. I went to a community college. Shit was expensive, man. I was like, really? What I got? You ran up I parked the car. You ran up and asked me. You ain't got no pictures? No, they don't let you take pictures. You remember the little disposable Polaroids? Or not Polaroids, disposable like cameras with like 15, 20 shots in it. They made sure we didn't have those. Because they didn't want us taking pictures of how they behaved off the stage. I said, yeah, man, that dude you hawking over and got posters over and you flicking the bean over these dudes in the privacy of your own bedroom. Your favorite rapper gay. He not even into you. Listen to his music. He referring to you as bitches and whores, but you just can't get enough of his voice. Well, guess what I saw? He don't like you. It's sort of like Tank Davis. He has this crazy fan base, but he don't like you. He does not like you. That's why I call you dudes smuts. Any athlete that I support got one time to disrespect me. I'll never talk about him in a positive light ever again. You ain't even got to worry about it. Y'all know that Keith Thurman had a relationship, a professional relationship with the General. He was on his live a few times. This is going way back. Keith got all Hollywood on the General, disrespected him. 78 ain't going no tirade, disrespected him and rooting against him, and every other video was F Keith Thurman. No, he just quietly stopped dealing with him. Y'all didn't even know. That's how men handle it. He just stopped dealing with him. That was the end of it. That's why I ain't talk about the Fundora Thurman fight. I really didn't care. I talked about the outcome. When he fought Pacquiao, I talked about the outcome, but I didn't drag Keith Thurman. There was no need to do that. Style Boxer, salute. He says, just showing support, Drew. Salute. Salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Monster Musa, my brother, salute. 704 Joe, salute. Pinball, salute. I miss you in the chat. Know that I love you. Salute, salute. So yeah, I think that Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather has that in common. That's my personal opinion. It's my personal opinion. I think this dude got touched on, especially look, man. It's the reason why y'all never heard Al Heyman talk, bro. All right. Anybody in the industry that been around him will know, bro, look, it is what it is. And that casting couch, some of these dudes, I'm not saying all of them, some of these dudes, when they look at how they come up or they get bamboozled, these dudes act like women all the time. They get bamboozled by you can have this, you can have the money, you can have the cars, you can have some women around, but you gotta let me clap those cheeks. And these dudes behind closed doors, no one's gonna know. All right. And they come out the room with dirty knees, man. Name Biker, salute. And that super chat, he says Ray Leonard got touched twice by different men. That's crazy. You see what I mean, y'all? It's Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard on the Wheaties box. I had that Wheaties box, bro, with him on it. You know, there's a story I just saw on Instagram. I'm gonna do a pep talk about it. Check this out. Do y'all know anybody named Denisha Delancey? Who is that? Is she famous? Denisha Delancey? Who is that? Is she famous? Is she? What is she? What does she do? Anyone? Anyone know who she is? Because I don't know. I don't know who these people are. All right. Well, I follow this channel on Instagram called The Beach Gossip or whatever the hell. Let me read this to you. So sad. Denisha Delancey went on a vacation to St. Martin with her sisters and tragically passed away after unknowingly hooking up with a wealthy drug lord who had a $1 million bounty on his head. Both have passed away. And I saved it and I went to the comment section. Do you know how many women are in there talking about, oh my God, that is horrible. Oh my God. Dudes are in there like, she rolled the dice and she crapped out, bro. Sad that everyone's dead. And y'all talking about it's sad that she's dead. Like she didn't know he was a drug lord. Get the fuck out of here, man. This is old. This is an old story, man. This type of thing. They got a picture of this dude here and a picture of this young lady. She's slim. I guess she cute, you know, whatever. If you into that, you know. She like him. Dude, I'm spoiled, man. I'm in the Bronx. I'm around all kinds of chicks that look like this. You know, and you know, I'm a little older, so you should like a kid to me. But this dude look like he about my age, man. With a scruffy beard. It's not even connecting. She did not look at this dude and say, hey, you hot. No. She went on a vacation to St. Martin. He was a drug lord. She was attracted to the materialistic things he had. And she rolled the dice and they went to get him. And she got Swiss cheesed in the process. Sad story. But you know what? You rolled the dice, mama. So right now I'm lab ratting a bunch of these birds in there. You know, one of the things that was said was somebody said, stop chasing money. Be careful of what you wish for. You know, you just never may know who you're getting involved with. And some chick responded, she had her own money. I can't stand nasty, ignorant women like you. You made up a whole narrative about a complete stranger. And, you know, I jumped in it because I ain't holding my tongue. I said, no, young lady. She thought she found a man that was equally yoked. Is that not what you ladies are always standing on? Equally yoked. This woman is gone over foolishness. It wasn't because he was handsome. It was because he was attractive based off of what he had. I know for a fact drug dealers lead with their damn pockets. I know that for a fact. She was in an island. She was in St. Martin. He probably what? Flew her out. That's what you chicks do, right? Get flown out. He flew her out. Good times, sun, weather, and you know, surfing, parasailing, everything. You name it, he had it. He was busting her guts. Well, what was the cost? That. But I'll do a pep talk on that when I get back home. Ridiculous. Philip D says, Sugar Ray's book was totally shocking. He admitted to a lot of dirt he did, including beating up his wife, Margaret. Wow. Ray and his second son, Jared, don't even talk. That's crazy. I remember his son. He was in the commercials with him. It's crazy. That's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. But I think that Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather have that in common. I think they totally have that in common. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Stormy. These chicks look for men that are equally yoked, and she got equally scrambled. Shorties don't even think. I want a man who's equally yoked. Now, let's say Shorty went to college and she got a good job, or she's a boss, or she's an entrepreneur, and she's worth 6 figures. She meet a dude, not the best looking dude in the world, but he got cars, he got homes. You know, these chicks will be so scared to ask him what he do for a living. They'll just look at the damn items and say, oh, this is it. Well, look at this story. I don't even know who this girl is. I got to Google her later. But she got Swiss cheesed. Anyway, you make that bed, you got to lay in it, man. Her daddy should have taught her better. Her mama should have taught her better. And right now on that thread, you got women talking, oh, so sad, blaming the dude. Look, man, you can't hide what you do from anybody, especially these girls. The thing is, these girls don't care what you do as long as they have access to your resources. That's the truth. But anyway, boxing, please. Main biker in that super chat, he says, in St. Martin 2024, I saw a shootout in front of me. Wow, bro. When I was in St. Martin, I stayed my ass on the damn resort. I know what the fuck was going on. I said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Look, blue water. Let me get in it. I'm good. I was in St. Martin right after the Ryan Garcia debacle. As soon as I landed there, my phone was ringing. I was like, man, you got to be kidding me. A bunch of haters calling me. I'm like, yo, man, what's wrong with y'all? Hey, I don't want to revisit that. Let's talk about Floyd. Yeah, I think him and Sugar Ray got a lot in common as far as getting touched on. I think Adrian Broner over there, the bottom right-hand side of the screen, he got a lot in common. I think he got touched on. I think Tank Davis got touched on. In fact, I think Tank is fighting a little something. But whatever. All this beating on women, dude, man, come on, bro. I think you got something else going on, Tank. I think you just need to just come out and say, hey, man, you'll feel better that way. And you'll listen. That lifestyle is accepted today. So go on, come out, man. You know? Go on and come out. So guys like KO and KQKC and Fanon, you know, they got to put that flag on their plate. Who's that other stupid, silly nigga in Chicago? Southpaw TV. Y'all got to put that flag. Once Tank comes out, y'all got to put that flag on your Can you imagine their live streams? That'll be the only time I go to their streams that day. When he finally comes out, that'll be the only time. Yo, man, I don't care. I mean, that's Tank. I'm just watching him for the boxing, man. No, nigga. You stand on that. 15 toes down. You stand on it. But anyway, what is Floyd? How did he leave the state of boxing? Yeah, Sugar in the Tank Davis. It's coming. Trust me. Because this dude ain't acting right. So, what is Floyd Mayweather's big lip legacy? The monkey that he is. He was the face of boxing. He held it down for a decade, right? But there's a lot of things there's a lot of conversations that we ended up having based off of his words. First and foremost, it's his fucking fault that everybody's online talking about money. It's him. This was him. Nobody was talking about no A side, B side. Fans didn't even know what the hell that was until he started talking about it. Some of the biggest arguments I've tried to avoid online was over his words. I'm hearing fans talking about, nah, this fight, we got to let it marinate. What are you talking about? What are you doing? What are you doing? Roasting a A bird? What are you doing? You marinate food. You marinate food. Jamal Davis over there in Rumble. Salute. We going over there in a couple of minutes. You marinate food, man. You don't do that with fights. When you dissect it, all that means is, hey, when you let a fight marinate, that means your guy's not ready. Oh no, it'll be worth more money down the road. To who? I'm ready to pay for it now. Mark in the building. That's Walker. Dynasty, salute. Play King, salute. I'm ready for it now. I'm ready for it right now. That's Walker's asking, didn't Oscar start that BS? Here's the thing, he may have, but nobody paid attention until Floyd did it. That's the bad part. Like, I'll give you an example. Floyd Mayweather is an advocate for a clean sport. I am too. I'm with that. Shamar, what up? I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with a clean sport. But what did they call him? Chicken Floyd? Sid Mark, what up? Chicken Floyd? Gay weather? Gay runner? He just don't want to fight Manny? I said, no, he wants a clean sport. They called him a chicken. Our brother Nonito Donaire was on that same type of time. He does drug tests and everything else. Nobody said anything. They saluted him for that. I said, okay. Okay. I know what time it is. I know what time it is. But fights marinating and A side, B side, these are conversations that are foreign to me. But thanks to him, all these knuckle draggers live by that. Now y'all can go to Rumble. Sorry, Miguel. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. If you want to know more about my opinion on Floyd's big lip legacy, go to Rumble right now. We're ending it on YouTube. If you want to Painful Excellence podcast, scroll all the way to the top. Matter of fact, before I go, let me make sure that is in Pep Talks chat. There you go. It's right there. Click that link, go to Rumble. Gloves are about to come off. We ended it on YouTube. Go to Rumble, y'all. Let's share this video. Oops. We out.